We used to do these cliff jumps, and these cliff jumps were like over a log and over this like super sand duning area, and you landed in really soft sand, but you had to run to clear everything. And I was a little punk, I was like young little stringy kid, and this guy, he's just like, you gotta do it. And I was like, well, dude, I'm a little bit nervous, and he was like, you know what, Lyndon, you gotta say 1, 2, 3, fuck it.
What's another time you say, which I speak in my head all day, which path seems to unload and say, you don't love me anymore.
The first phone call, and as I remember the phone call from this guy named Tony, and it was actually with Urban Outfitters, and I haven't talked to him in a lot of years, but I'd like to hook up with him again one day. But it's I remember his phone call, and he's like, I was like, okay, well, how's the sell-through? And he's like, yeah, it's pretty good. I'm like, well, what does pretty good mean? And he's like, I'd never sold anything to Urban Outfitters before, so I had no clue. But he was like, that's what 28% sell-through in the first week. I'm like, that sounds pretty good. Is it good? It means you're gonna be sold out in like, less than 4 weeks. He's like, that's pretty good. It's really hard to take the first step. We all know it. A lot of you brand owners in here will know about the first step and the nerves and the feeling in your stomach when you're really gonna do it. But it's a great opportunity, and we're really lucky, and we're really fortunate that we've had this opportunity to work with such amazing people and to be in these trade shows, and for the fact I get to stand on this stage, which I'm still sort of pinching myself that they actually asked me to do it, especially with this lineup you're gonna see next. It's one of those things. I mean, shit, you just roll with it as it's going. I mean, I talk about momentum a lot of times, and it's just like when you're rolling with momentum, you don't really have chance to like stop. As people who work alongside a whole bunch of other creative and talented people, we got to make sure we matter. We got to make sure we're like, okay, if Lyndon's gone tomorrow, doesn't matter. And I'm going to continue to make sure I matter, and I'm going to make sure this brand matters, and as is all of our staff. It's a lot of serious things starting a brand. It becomes a pretty serious business, and we have people's livelihoods in our hands all the time. But we talk a lot about having fun, and we don't need to take this too seriously, because in the end of the day, it's a lot of fun to do what we do, and we make sure, and our staff can tell you hands down, it's like we make sure we have fun. So there's an opportunity to work hard, there's an opportunity to work smart, but there's also an opportunity in this industry. It's why we're here. It's why you're here. It's why we're at Agenda. It's why we're in Southern California. It's why we go to New York. It's why we travel the world, and we want to have fun. And if this wasn't fun, we wouldn't be doing it. I think if we keep our finger on the pulse as best as we can, and we make sure that we're true to the people we sell to, and we're true to our end consumers, and we deliver the product that we say we are, and we adapt to this ever-changing world, which I don't know what the future looks like, and it's kind of the most fun thing in the world. It's like stability is boring, It's like change is great. My goal, alongside the way more talented people who happen to work for Jamie and I, is to matter. And figure out what that means, and try to just make sure that people care enough about us is that if we were gone tomorrow, they would say, that sucks. Speaking of the next gig, they put me first because they were worried about if people were leaving, they wouldn't really catch the top guy, I mean, I don't, Shepard, who is it? Shepard? What is that guy done? No, just joking. I mean, I'm just really excited to get up there first. I got 30 minutes. I got 30 minutes to talk, which is a long time, I think I'm gonna put a few people to sleep, but then I get to get backstage, get back out there and listen to the real show. And there's some incredible people speaking tonight, and this is a pretty cool venue, and I'm lucky to be part of it.